All right, it's a beautiful Sunday evening, day number 10 in the month of May 2026. It's the Mother's Day edition of Iron Port here on Metro TV. And remember, Iron Port is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Regional Authority PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, and indeed Phoenix Insurance. The show is also brought to you by the Joint Association of Port Transport Unions, JAP2. Our media partner on this journey of a lifetime is the Business and Financial Times, the BNFT. Now, if you want to have a grasp of all that transpired on the show tonight, make a date and grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT, and you'll be able to read all that happened here on the show. Iron Port is proudly powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA. And tonight we're going to be streaming live on our social media pages. On Facebook, we're live at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Still on Facebook, we're live at Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at Iron Port. Now we shall be getting interactive with you as usual. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, grab your phones and send us some messages and comments ahead via our dedicated WhatsApp line, which is 0538-037353. 0538-037353. And when the time is ripe and I pick signals from the production team, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. My name is Kennedy Mona. We are going for a quick break. When we return, we will continue with the show. Please stay with us.
Brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP, available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena. You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serene Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately. There you have it. Serena is not just a tool, it's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, We connect. You thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Across the corridor and every major yard, GPHA is the choice of over 11,000 professional drivers. Visit our kiosk to register. Join a community built on safety, savings, and success. Get your official high-vis gear and your personalized GPHA ID, your key to a smarter journey. With over 11,000 members, you are never driving alone. This is the GPHA standard of excellence. Tap your card for instant fuel discounts at Shell. Save more on every fill and keep your profits high. Maximize your earnings with our real-time load board. Find your next haul instantly.
All right, welcome back. It's now time for us to take a look at happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week by way of local news. Please enjoy.
The International Maritime Hospital has taken a significant step in enhancing its diagnostic capabilities with the arrival of a state-of-the-art 128-slice CT scanner, one of the most advanced in the country. Speaking during the delivery of this equipment on May Day, Chief Executive Officer of IMA, Dr. Vitus Victor Anabisi, described the acquisition as a critical step in restoring and advancing the hospital's diagnostic capabilities after its previous machine broke down months ago. He emphasized that the new scanner will significantly enhance the hospital's ability to diagnose and manage complex conditions, including stroke, cardiovascular diseases, and specialized neurological cases, bringing IMA closer to its goal of becoming a one-stop center for comprehensive healthcare services.
The clients can only be excited about it because now they don't have to go any other place to do their CT scan. Everything is here. You come in, you get the best, and you get the most modern, innovative equipment that we can put you through. This doesn't come with any additional cost. Our tariffs will remain the same, just that you're going to experience modern technology, and it will do a lot more to help us diagnose and to manage our patients better. The role the board played, the GPHA boards and management of GPHA, because you all know that IMA is owned by GPHA. And so they have been gracious enough to buy this equipment for us. We can only say that, look, we promise and undertake to make use of this equipment, to give us the quality service that we need, and then also to make some revenue from it.
Also speaking to Ion Port, Danny Mokla, whose company supplied the equipment, highlighted the advanced technological features of the system. According to him, the Philips 128-slice CT scanner comes with integrated artificial intelligence capabilities designed to enhance imaging precision and workflow efficiency, while significantly reducing radiation exposure for patients.
It's an amazing technology. It comes with AI capability, also in terms of the workflow of the radiology department, from the preparation of the patient all the way to image acquisition and then post-processing. The system also comes with an AI-enabled post-processing server, which is the workstation, which will allow your clinicians, your radiologists to look at amazing detail. The good thing about the machine is that it gives low dose to the patient, so they are not exposed to higher radiation, yet very, very good, high-quality images for post-processing. So it's one of the best, I think, machines in the whole of Ghana.
The addition of the CT scanner complements IMA's existing diagnostic infrastructure, which includes digital X-ray, mammography, echocardiography, and laboratory services. Management indicates that plans are also underway to replace the hospital's MRI system, a move expected to complete its full in-house diagnostic suite. The investment, funded by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, is expected to improve patient turnaround times and reduce the need for referrals outside the facility, strengthening healthcare delivery within the port community and beyond. The new equipment is expected to be installed and commissioned later this month.
The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA has taken a proactive step to enhance safety within its operational environment by organizing a comprehensive swimming training program for its staff in the port of Takoradi. The initiative, aimed at building water survival competence among personnel, comes in response to the realization that many individuals working in close proximity to water had not acquired basic swimming skills. Marine engineer Kingsley Atudihera described the training as both timely and essential. He noted that although staff routinely operate around water and in some cases spend extended periods at sea, swimming had not been a universal skill among them.
Some of us staying on water for hours and never knew how to swim. It has been very profitable because in the instance of man overboard or vessel sinking or something and you have to swim, this is a wonderful experience, and this is going to save a lot of lives if in case anything should happen on water. Then again, I'll send an advice to those who are yet to go for the training. It's not just like you are going to pass through the training. If you go, let the training pass through you.
Facilitating the training, life-saving and swimming instructor Chief Ibrahim explained that the program was structured to gradually build participants' competence and confidence in water. According to him, the training began with foundational techniques such as floating and coordinating hand and leg movements before progressing to more practical exercises. This included controlled water entry drills designed to help participants overcome fear and become comfortable in aquatic environments.
We started off with how to basically float on water, and also we went further with stroke development, that is how to use your legs and of course the hands to swim. And then we did confidence jumping for them to take the fear off or out from them whenever they see water.
The program forms part of GPHA's broader commitment to staff welfare and operational safety, particularly within the maritime sector where water-related risks remain a constant factor.
All right, so remember this is the Mother's Day edition of the Iron Port, and tonight we have our Director General, the DG of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Major General Paul Sedu Tanyakunlono, giving us a solidarity message to all women in Ghana, particularly those at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and the broader maritime community in Ghana. Let's take a look at his message.
Solidarity message by the Director General of GPHA, Major General Paul Sedu Tanyakunlono, on the occasion of Mother's Day 2026. I quote, "Dear women and mothers of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, on this special occasion of Mother's Day, I extend my warmest greetings and deepest appreciation to each one of you. We celebrate not only your roles as mothers, but also your invaluable contributions to the growth, resilience, and excellence of GPHA. Motherhood is a profound responsibility, one that demands strength, patience, sacrifice, and unwavering love. Balancing these responsibilities alongside your professional duties is no small feat. Yet, every day, you show up with dedication and grace, helping to keep our ports running efficiently while nurturing families and shaping the future of our nation. Your commitment inspires us all. You are an indisputable backbone. The care, discipline, and leadership you bring to your roles reflects the very values we strive to uphold as an authority. As Director General, I want to know that your efforts do not go unnoticed. We stand in solidarity with you, not only in celebrating your achievements, but also in supporting your well-being, growth, and empowerment. GPHA remains committed to fostering a work environment where women and mothers are respected, supported, and given equal opportunity to thrive. On this Mother's Day, I encourage you to take pride in all that you do and all that you are. May you continue to find strength in your journeys, joy in your families, and fulfillment in your work. To all women and mothers in GPHA, we honor you, We appreciate you and we celebrate you. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, and quote.
All right, so that was the wonderful message of solidarity by the Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Major General Paul Siditanye Akulon. Remember, today the focus is on women, all the wonderful, awesome, and amazing women out there who are also responsible mothers, and they juggle between work and the families to ensure that things run smoothly both at home and at work. And so tonight we have a two-pronged program. We'll be talking, we'll be celebrating the resilience, discipline and evolving role of women in Ghana's maritime sector. That's the Mother's Day edition. And then we also will be talking some health and safety, where we'll take a look at strengthening mental health and building a resilient workforce. With us in the studios for our very first topic is a wonderful woman who is the president of the Port Ladies Association, plus at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. She is also the general manager for the Tema Fishing Harbour, at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and indeed the immediate past general manager for procurement at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Madam Philippa Amanda is in the studios with us. Good evening, ma'am, and happy Mother's Day once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Great. So first of all, we would want to have you to introduce yourself to us.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you mentioned already, my name is Mrs. Philippa Amanda Ama. I'm currently the general manager for the Tema Fishing Harbour.
Yes.
A role I assumed about a week ago, and I'm very excited about. I think it's proper that as I have the seat here to use the opportunity to also wish all the ladies of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority a happy Mother's Day.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Mom, let's first of all begin by asking you what inspired you to take a career path in the maritime sector, in the maritime industry.
Many times when that question comes up, I think that in the beginning it wasn't necessarily an inspiration from anything. It was an opportunity to gain employment that led me to Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. And it's a decision that I have never regretted. As soon as I took up the responsibility or the job, I committed myself to GPHA, and I'm thankful that that commitment has paid off. And today I find myself where I am now.
To be elected president of the Port Ladies Association means that you've endeared yourself to your colleagues and your subordinates and everybody that works around you, particularly women that you mentor and all that. I just want to find out from you at this moment how long you've been part of the Port Ladies Association and what does it represent for you?
Okay. I joined the Port Ladies Association as soon as I joined the organization. It was at its initial stages of formation.
Right. When was this?
This was in 1994.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And it was in its initial stages of formation, and we were both navigating the formation of a ladies association together.
Right.
As most people are aware, whether our former First Lady Nana Kunedu Rawlings was very key in the formation of these ladies associations in various organizations.
Yes.
And when the Beijing conference happened, then that also opened doors and gave mandate to most the formation of these organizations and associations, or ladies clubs for that matter. So I've been part of it from the very beginning when I joined the Port GPHA, and I've been committed to the causes of the association. I've worked and studied under people who were in leadership at the time, and today I find myself the president of the association, a position I hold very proudly.
Absolutely. All right, so let's take a look at your motherhood and professional background. We just want to find out from you, what does a typical day look like for you, juggling between work, ensuring that things are smooth? You lead a charge as far as the procurement department is concerned, down the Tema Fishing Harbour, and also ensuring that things run smoothly at home, the kids are okay, daddy is fine, everybody is okay.
So the day doesn't start on that day. It has to be planned way ahead. And that means because you know that you have a demanding career as well as a demanding role as a wife and mother, ensuring that you've put plans in place and make sure that your role as a wife and mother in the home is planned well in advance, because most of the day, hours of the day, you will be out and at work. So it requires a lot of planning, making sure there are options.
Absolutely.
There are many times people get home and maybe you plan a specific meal and they don't want that one. They prefer to have something else. So making sure that your meals are well planned and there are options. And everything you have, it has to, without planning, you'll be running around and nothing will get done.
Absolutely.
So it requires a lot of planning and dedication to the duties.
Absolutely.
I think key is also having a good support system. A support system at home, and it's important for every career woman to invest in building a solid support system, so that people you can call on or people who are willing to come to your aid to fill in the gap when you are not available.
Now, what are some of the biggest challenges you face in balancing work responsibilities with a home?
One of the major challenges being present at all times. Being present at all times is a major challenge, and that requires prioritizing. So it means that because you cannot be present at every milestone or every event in the family life, you have to prioritize what is important and which ones somebody can stand in for you. I think the mistake that all of us, when we started this journey, made was thinking that we could do it all and be 100% everywhere at all times. You cannot be 100%. There are times that it requires a lot of balancing.
Absolutely.
So it's about ensuring that you have a support system and you prioritize what to do. So for me, one of my major challenges is being present at all times. And then also I think another challenge is self-care. Because you know that you have to be at work, you have to take care of your family. There may be times that you ignore your own self-care. So it's also important to take time to take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Because I always say that you have to be strong to be able to hold somebody or offer a helping hand to somebody. So taking care of yourself is also very important.
Absolutely. Have there been a time where you get stuck in the middle and torn between one particular task at home and one particular task at work, and you find it difficult to decipher or to choose which way to tilt?
There is, and I'm sure that this is an experience for most working women. There are times that the job pulls you, and where your heart is also pulling you in a different direction. Because as a mother or as a wife, you will prefer to maybe stand by your husband or your child in that time, but the work is also calling. And that's why it's important, once again, to call on to have a support system. It's also very important to also have a good working relationship at the office. Let everybody appreciate the fact that when you are present, you are present. You are giving it your all, so that when it's time to cut you some slack, everybody knows that you will come back and put in your very best.
Absolutely.
And the time lost whilst you were caring for your family will be made up for. So for me, that's how I balance. I make sure that I have a solid relationship both at home and at work, so that I can count on the support of both my colleagues and superiors in the office, and then my family in the house, so that when it comes to that crunch time where you need to make a choice, they make it easy for you to make that choice.
Let's take a look at the practical strategies or routines that helps you stay organized and focused to deliver on both sides.
It's practically it's about, like I said, it requires planning. And the planning is not planning you have to do alone. You must involve your family. And you must involve your subordinates and your work colleagues as well, because you need to let everybody know the schedule ahead and how you will be counting on their support along the way. So it requires a lot of planning, and the planning you have to also, as you plan, you have to also make room for where things may not go according to your plan. So you have the plan A and plan B. So it's not one plan we are talking about. You have several plans that you know that this can step in when this one doesn't go right. Okay, so I'm going to ask to be late today if it's not possible. And when I'm asking to be late today, it means that I'm also willing to sacrifice and stay later after hours. And if that is not possible, you know where to cut this thing, so that some of the things that you have to do, your husband, who is aware of the plans you've put in place, will be willing to step in and carry the load for you.
Absolutely. Now, one major contributory factor that can help you execute your mandate, effectively, would be the environment in which you find yourselves.
True.
I just want to find out from you what role GPHA has played in terms of supporting mothers, to go about their duties.
GPHA, I know I'm one person who, my loyalty to GPHA is unquestionable, and I stand very proud of that. I have no regret at all, because that company has supported me and in my growth journey to where I am now. The company has been very loyal to me, and it's only fair that I also stay loyal to the company. GPHA is a very, very supportive environment. We have a very good support system. We have an employee relations division that is able to offer support and counseling and to individuals, to workers of the organization when required. We have an association that, for the, recently we've also had where even when you are maternity leave being enjoyed for mothers who go through surrogacy and non-natural birth. That's a huge one for us. So as an organization, I can say with confidence that there are a lot of policies in place that support all its workforce, and not just the women. But the women in particular, we feel blessed that we have a management that listens, that appreciates the fact that we are there working hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues. But yet we still have peculiar problems. And those problems require a special kind of support, and management has always been willing to offer us that kind of support when we need it.
Absolutely. Now, from where you sit as president of the Port Ladies Association, I just want to find out from you whether there are initiatives or policies that have shaped, or as it were, helped to make help women make a difference in the port.
Yes, it has. When I joined, as I said, in 1994, there were not many women in leadership, so to say. And indeed, our male colleagues even felt that we were better off not venturing into certain areas, and women could just stick to administrative roles. But that has changed over the years. And that is because management offered us the opportunity to be able to show. So for now, there is no department in GPHA that I can say has no women. The women are everywhere. As the video you showed earlier, we had our women operating heavy machinery. We have women engineers. We have mechanical. We have women on our boats or on our vessels, tugboats and others. And women are, we've broken a lot of glass ceilings when it comes to the maritime industry. We've also been privileged to have associations that support women in maritime. And those associations that support women in maritime have been very good and very important advocates for us, ensuring that our male colleagues see our capabilities and tap into the resources and the strengths that we bring to the table.
Absolutely. What role does PLUS play in supporting its members?
PLUS is basically for solidarity, empowerment, and sisterhood. So we are there to play a solidarity role, let the women know that we are here to support you, we are here to empower you. We encourage them that not to limit themselves. Sometimes gender roles or even cultural or how you are raised may limit your thinking and how you think that you are able to take on certain roles. So we are there as advocacy groups to encourage these women that they can do anything that they set their minds to do. They can, they are empowered now. The tools are available to them. It's up to you to utilize these tools to your advantage so that you can improve yourself professionally and also improve yourself as an individual.
Now, do you have a platform or a space for your members who probably sometimes run to problems and hit a snag and wants redress and seeks the face of class to be able to address these issues? What are some of the issues that they bring to your attention?
Absolutely. We've had several experiences where we've had to step in for some of our members and speak to their bosses and colleagues directly to understand them and where they come from. Because there are, you know, it's a journey, and that you will still come across women who may not be as bold or as I am to be able to advocate for themselves. And we need to be the advocates for these ladies and let them know that it's possible, and how to choose your words and the approach to use so that nobody takes offense when you're advocating for yourself. So we use that a lot. We talk to our colleague managers on behalf of the ladies in their departments to give them exposure. Sometimes men, because of our cultural upbringing and things, may think that this one, I'm doing the lady a favor by not exposing that lady to this kind of job. But we want to be challenged. And we've had ladies approach us that in the department, this is the work we do, but I'm not allowed to do that kind of work for whatever reason, and they feel sidelined. We step in. We do not prefer to use we prefer to use a dialogue approach. So we don't put everything to paper, but we do a lot of consultation, a lot of advocacy, and a lot of engaging to ensure that our men are open to the opportunities that the women want for themselves, and they expose them to it.
Tell us about the mentorship that you offer to the younger ones.
Yes, it's about, for me, I take that very personal, and I take that very seriously as well. It's about leading by example. For me, that's how I walk my walk. Like, I feel like I have to lead you by example. So, for instance, if I want you to be hardworking, I'm working hard myself. If I want you to be dedicated to the job, I'm also acting dedicated to the job as an encouragement to you. So we just don't leave it to giving them talks and lectures and pep talks and things like that. We are also leading by example, and it's something that I ensure that all the leaders in the executive positions are doing, so that the ladies have people to look up to. Because I also say very strongly that when you are given an opportunity, you need to do it well and protect that opportunity for the generation that is behind you. So that your conduct does not close doors for people behind you. Your conduct should rather open doors, wider doors, and make the more opportunities for the ladies coming up.
Absolutely. Now, what changes would you like to see that would better the lot of women in the maritime industry?
It's exposure. Exposure. Not putting limits in the way of women. We want more opportunities in leadership. We've already proven ourselves, and we can't say that often enough, that we've proven ourselves when those opportunities were offered us. And we are relying on management to count on us. Because, I mean, we've proven, and I think it is no more debatable, that when women are in leadership, the perspective that they bring on board is unique, and it brings growth in many organizations. So we are looking for more opportunities in leadership for our women, and more doors so that when GPHA is recruiting, they are excited to recruit more ladies into the organization because of what we are bringing to the table.
We have barely 3 minutes to wrap up with you, but I just want to find out from you as a professional and a mother, what's your definition of success?
My definition of success is when you have been able to balance this role, juggle this role, such that the home is well taken care of, and you are also excelling in your job. So you are excelling in both phases of your life, which are all equally demanding. I expect that's how. That's for me is the definition, because my definition of success is not when your career, you've reached the pinnacle of your career, but your family life is in shambles. So for me, success is when you've been able to balance it well, and you are able to stand out in all in both phases of your life.
Absolutely. Now, what role does society have to play to shape mothers, to help them to succeed?
Society must be supportive. Society must be very, very supportive and understand that women have unique problems, and those problems are unique to women, and finding solutions to them require a bit more attention.
Absolutely.
So we count on society for their support. We also, that they give us grace. They give us some grace, because you realize that I think somehow we, as women, we feel that the society judges us harsher than our male colleagues.
Right.
Yes, so we want society to give us a little bit of grace and understand that we are human, we are fallible. We are seeking to, because we speak so strongly and so forcefully, because we are trying to break in a stereotype. But it does not mean that we cannot fault, we cannot be at fault or falter.
Absolutely.
So society should give us some grace and offer us support.
Absolutely. All right, so I have a two-pronged question for you, then we wrap up. And the first one has to do with the message you'd want to share with mothers on this particular Mother's Day, and how personally you'd want to celebrate today as a mother.
Okay, so my message to all mothers on this special occasion is that congratulations on being able to stand out as women, especially women in careers. And you will agree with me that we have women striving in the formal and informal sectors of our society and driving our economy. And I want to encourage these women that you are seen, you are heard, and your role is very, very important and very, very much appreciated. Absolutely. Whatever role or whatever your duty is as a woman, it's a serious role, and you must carry it with pride and wear your womanhood and your motherhood with pride.
Absolutely.
That it's something that you are privileged you are privileged to be born a woman.
Absolutely.
With all these opportunities around you, and you have to take advantage of everything. Be encouraged. We celebrate you, and even if there is nobody to celebrate you, it's important to celebrate yourself. Sometimes I say that it's important when you get up in the morning before you step out to hype yourself in front of your mirror, so that when you step out, nobody can bring you down. The confidence is there. The confidence is there, and you are stepping out with the best version of yourself. Because you are stepping out with the best version of yourself because you expect the best out there. Absolutely. And I always say that you have to project what you want. So I step out every day with the best version of myself, expecting nothing but the best for myself.
Absolutely.
And you said today, how do I want to be celebrated? For me, a good celebration is when I'm taken to a place I haven't been before.
Absolutely.
Where to see new things, and
by daddy or by the kids,
whoever one is. I just want to be taken there.
Okay.
Sure.
So we are giving them an idea if they didn't know what to do.
If they didn't know what I wanted.
Absolutely.
But they know I'm not somebody who hides my feelings at all. So they know very well how to make me happy. They know that I like the good things of life.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to being celebrated, something good. Yes.
Absolutely, great. Yes. Thank you very much indeed. Celebrating resilience, discipline, and evolving role of women in Ghana's maritime sector. With us in the studios have been Madam Philippa Amanda Ama, who is the General Manager, Tema Fishing Harbour, that's Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, immediate past General Manager for Procurement at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. She doubles as the President of the Port Ladies Association at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, that's PLAS. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been wonderful and awesome having you in our studios tonight to share your thoughts with us on this special Mother's Day edition for 2026, May 10, 2026. Most grateful to you. We wish you all the best, and take your word for it that your measure or definition of success has to do with the fact that when you're able to juggle between the two, navigate the two, both at home and at work, and then at the end of the day you have success. That's something that is good. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So folks, we're going to go for a quick break. When we return, we'll come on board with our second topic for the day. Please stay with us.
Energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP, Wufilia, huh? Wubefi. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is, you still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serene. You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serene is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serene, just search for Serene Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serene barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately. There you have it. Serene is not just a tool, it's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Across the corridor and every major yard, Chapter is the choice of over 11,000 professional drivers. Visit our kiosk to register. Join a community built on safety, savings, and success. Get your official high-vis gear and your personalized chapter ID, your key to a smarter journey. With over 11,000 members, you are never driving alone. This is the chapter standard of excellence. Tap your card for instant fuel discounts at Shell. Save more on every fill and keep your profits high. Maximize your earnings with our real-time load board. Find your next haul instantly.
All right, so welcome back. We're now going to our second topic for tonight, and we're talking workplace safety, and that's what we're focusing on. We're talking about strengthening mental health and building a resilient workforce. And this topic comes on the heels of the ports going 24 hours. Workplace safety has taken on a broader and more critical dimension, extending beyond physical hazards to include mental well-being and overall workforce resilience. Now, this discussion brings together key stakeholders, from the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority to explore practical strategies for promoting mental health awareness, enhancing safety culture, and strengthening institutional support towards systems to ensure a safer, more responsive, and resilient port workforce. Now, with us in the studios for this second topic, Dr. Roland Dakpala, who is the General Manager in charge of Health Services, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. That's Tema. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Good evening. Thank you.
In fact, I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day. Right, also with us in the studios, Madam Rachel Buache. She's head of the Counseling Unit, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Good evening, ma'am, and Happy Mother's Day.
Good evening. Thank you.
And welcome.
Thank you.
Last but not the least, Mr. Labram Issa Idrisu is the Port Fire and Safety Manager, Port of Tema. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Awesome. Now, let me start with Dr. Dakpala. In front of from you, how the 24-hour shift system in the port is affecting the overall health and well-being of workers.
Thank you. As you know, the 24-hour shift system is a kind of work schedule that goes beyond the conventional day hour, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Schedule.
Yes.
Formerly, GPHA was practicing a system of extended shift system, especially for its operational areas.
Yes.
It has now moved to a very structured kind of system that takes on board the 8 to 12-hour rotational or multi-system shift system.
Right.
And that is where we are now.
At the moment. So how is that impacting the well-being of staff?
From the clinical aspect of it, we haven't done any comprehensive analysis or research, but from the trend of our data, we are beginning to see a promising health outcomes. We are beginning to see from analysis of our preliminary data that complaints with regards to fatigue is reducing almost to about 15%.
Wow.
Prescription patterns involving sleep-inducing medications is reducing.
Right.
We are beginning to see that our staff and their dependents response to the usual chronic diseases, i.e. hypertension and diabetes, reviews is encouraging.
Right.
We now see people, staff particularly, coming in to check their BPs and their sugar levels. Then we are beginning to see, even when it used to be the system that people would take substances in order to stay awake, they are beginning to come down on abuse of substance and medications. And so that is a good trend, taken on board the 24-hour shift system that we have adapted now.
Absolutely. That means that people now have time to go and rest whilst others take over, instead of they staying for longer periods at work.
Exactly.
Awesome. So these are the trends that you have observed. I just wanted to find out what emerging trends, health trends, you are observing among port workers in this high-demand environment. You just mentioned some of them, that the issues are reducing.
Yes.
And you made mention along the line that some people even used sleep-induced medications.
Yes. They used to use sleep-induced medications because some of them were because of the extended work schedule. They will feel tired, and for that matter, when they get home, they will want to take some of those medications in order to induce sleep, to rest and come back for the supposedly overtime work schedule. But now, because they now work just for 8 hours or 12 hours, they have enough time to sleep naturally instead of using sleep-inducing medications. The only thing that we are seeing is about the night shift. As you know, every human being has this internal clock that tells us that during the day we must wake up, prepare, and work. And during the nighttime, we go back to sleep. And because this particular shift involves people that will do rotation, it is not everybody that is adapted to that kind of working in the night. And if you see, most incidents and accidents usually happens during the night section. And that is where we are trying to create awareness to our staff and then the port users, and particularly to the managers and supervisors, to be aware of this particular phenomenon, such that they will create the avenue for our staff to rest small during the night shift in order to prevent these incidents from happening.
I'll come back to you. When I come back, I'll find out from you what the near-miss registry is all about. You mentioned it at a recent forum in the port. Let me come to Madam Boakye, Rachel, and find out from you, how does mental health directly influence safety and productivity in high-pressure environments like the port?
So, like we always say, the World Health Organization says that to be healthy, you need to be physically, socially, psychologically, mentally, and somehow spiritually sound. That means that there's a key word, mental health, is also part of whatever contributes to a sound mind. And in an operationalized place as the port, where people handle machines, where people handle goods that needs to be handled carefully, where people handle all sorts of things, you have to ensure that the operationalization of the port has personalities to handle the machines very well. And that means that they have to be mentally sound. Now, mental soundness means that you are not stressed. And you know, stress is now one of the debilitating conditions that is worrying the world all over, because everything that gives you pressure is stress.
That's true.
When you are not able to balance, it becomes stress. Like the first interview you held with the PLUS president, she said that she defined success in being able to manage everything that you do in all situations.
Yes.
And that makes it simply clear that you need a mentally sound mind to be able to do all that. So that in your mind, there should be equal and equitable distribution of whatever you need to do, so that you will see everything run the way it's supposed to be, so that no one gets into trouble by your negligence or otherwise.
Absolutely. Awesome. So let me still stay with you a bit and find out the signs that colleagues and supervisors should be looking out for if somebody perhaps is struggling mentally.
So symptoms of stress take a lot of forms. Most of the time, symptoms of stress may take, you will see people being paranoid. That is, they bear grudge with people. People are not able to work as a team. And in building a resilient workforce, you need to work as an independent person, and at the same time to work with a team. People will usually become paranoid. That is, they bear grudge with people. They cannot work with people. There are people who are also impulsive. So everything, it should be for them. They have histrionic personality disorders. They are easily influenced by others to do things, whether good or bad. That is emotional personality, emotional disorder. They are sometimes anancastic. That means they they want everything to be in their way. They are the perfect kind of thing. If it is not them, that is not working. And so you see that those people, they hardly delegate power. What they usually do is that, no, the thing, even if something is burning, once I have the expert power, like the organizational behavior class will say,
yes,
you have to consult me. And I remember in one of the organizational behavior class, the lecturer said, there was one aspect in IT or electricals or something, who said, everything that happens, give me a call. So this guy calls and is a stammerer, and he realizes that a generator was coming to blast. So he calls and excuse me to say, he goes like, sir, and the man was like, yes, what is it? And apparently the man was also a stammerer.
Oh, the two.
By the time they finished, and the
blast had taken place.
The guy was like, sir, I don't know, Orishuo. So he was like, accident, and then Orishuo. Then the thing goes boom, and then washo. So some of these things, yes. So if you are an anancastic kind of personality, then what happens is that you, and sociologists will also say, or in industrial sociology, we say that you are either job-centered or employee-centered.
Yes.
In both cases, you have to navigate both sides.
Right.
You cannot do one and leave the other. So you need to be employee-centered. That means that you need the human beings to work with. And you need to be job-centered. That means that the job needs to be done. So in getting the job done and in getting the employee mentally sound, everything goes right, and then it works out together. Maybe, like the pastors will say, all things will work together for our good.
Absolutely. Awesome. Right. You used a particular word, histrionic personality disorder.
Yes, please.
Can you expatiate on it?
So in histrionic personality disorders, people are quite impulsive. They do things as they wish. They are not even able to cope. They carry, sometimes people say that they carry work to their house.
Yes.
So it even affects their marriage life. Because of what is happening at work, they will not even have sex with their husbands. I mean, it goes that far.
Right.
So these are some of the things that happen. And in most cases too, where organizations record a lot of pressure, and for that reason will give a lot of blood pressure medications.
Yes.
It has to do with insomnia, that is sleeplessness.
Yes.
So that people go to, and when they think that, oh, tomorrow I'm coming to work, they are not able to sleep. Yes.
Right.
So,
thank you very much indeed, Madam Rachel Watch. Let me come to Mr. Labram Issa Idris, who reports fire safety Fire Safety Manager, and find out from you the new safety interventions or units that have been introduced and how they are improving compliance.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Mona. Yes, a lot has been done to ensure that there is safety compliances in the port.
Right.
We've been able to introduce safety monitoring systems.
Your camera is there, so...
Yeah, such as the fire monitoring team.
Yes.
They ensure that all PPEs are being adhered to in the port. This is to enable the visibility of PPEs in the port and ensure that staffs are always in the appropriate GS to enable them work safely. We've also been able to put up an intel unit. You know, the port is so big that a lot of cargo, especially IMDGs, enter into the port.
Yes.
And
what is IMDGs? What do you mean?
International Maritime Dangerous Goods.
Exactly.
And these are very dangerous, especially when you are not able to track them and segregate them.
Yes.
They can create a lot of problems like explosives.
Yes.
So we have the intel group who are monitoring these IMDGs very well and ensure that all IMDGs are declared in the port so that we are able to monitor them to make sure they are segregated and taken to the appropriate terminals.
Right.
These are all measures that we've put in place. We've also collaborated with the security department to ensure proper compliance. You know, our security department are on top notch.
Right,
They are always all there, everywhere.
Yeah.
And their numbers are more than our numbers. So we also collaborate with them to ensure that they help us put up compliances by staff and other port users.
Right.
So you realize that where there is a security man, you see a fire safety man there. This is all over the port, and this is also to ensure that there's always proper compliances and immediate interventions in some of these things. We've also tried as much as we can to enhance the violations, that is slapping of fines. You violate, we slap fine.
Right.
This is very, very important, because realize that if you don't slap the fine, people find their way out. And it is there in our tariff that when you violate, you need to be punished.
Yes.
And the fine has gone away, far too way to enhance the unsafe acts.
Yes.
Now people knows that when I misbehave or I don't follow safety compliances, I'll be fined.
Yeah.
And based on that, they are following. All these have also helped to curb the unsafe acts in the port. And then I think, and it has made us, made the port one of the safest places to come and work.
To work. Right, you mentioned common violations. Can you give us examples of some of the common violations?
Oh yes, some of the violations are not wearing reflectors in the ports because visibility is very, very important. You know, we are working with machines.
Right.
And like Dr. rightly said, we thank God that the 24-hour economy has come to bring certain things down. Fatigue has been one of the problems of machine operators. And when one is fatigued, his visibility becomes very poor.
Yeah.
And this reflective PPE is one of the things that enhance visibility. So if you don't wear it, we arrest you and then you pay the fine.
Right.
And you know, one good thing is that the fine is even more than the price of the visibility vest.
Okay.
You go out, you buy visibility vest about 30 Ghana to 50 Ghana. You don't wear in the port, you pay about 350 Ghana.
Yeah,
so you can imagine.
Yeah.
So these are all measures. Yes, these are all measures that are put in place for us. Yeah.
Right. Now, how can safety awareness be made more engaging and impactful for staff across operational areas?
Yes, we do possibly ensure the enhancement of our toolbox meetings.
Right.
We make sure that we intercept the enemy at its doorstep by making sure that before shifts starts, our men are there, safety men are there to give them toolbox meetings.
Yes.
They let them understand the hazards. Let them also get the risk involved in the activities that they are going to do. This is to enable us make sure that the awareness is brought to them before they even start the work. And this is one of the things that we have put in place that is enhancing the safety culture in the port.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed. Let me come back to Dr. Roland Dakbala. And I indicated that when I come back, I was going to find out from you how the near-miss registry, you mentioned that at a particular forum recently in the port of Tema. How is it going to work? And just to find out from you, how is it expected to impact on safety outcomes?
The authorities of the port, i.e. the Director General and the Director of Ports, have all indicated that safety shall be one of the unique selling points of the port going forward.
Right.
And if you listen to the fire and safety manager that particular day, he gave some presentation also announcing that incidences and accidents in the port, especially of Tema, has reduced drastically.
Right.
And we have gotten to the point that we are saying that we no more want to be reactive in tackling accident and incident, but we want to take a proactive stance.
Doc, that's your mic, your camera over there. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely, great.
We want to take a proactive stance.
Right.
And one of the measures in taking a preventive action is what we call the near miss. And they are just unplanned events that do not usually cause damages or casualties or calamities or adversity.
Right.
But they have the potential of doing so.
Yes.
And so the structured, systematic way of entering or recording, tracking, and then analyzing these near misses and giving feedback is what we call the near miss registry. There has long been established linkages between preventing serious or major accidents and near misses.
Right.
And it is in terms of numbers.
Right.
The ratio is, if you want to prevent one major accident, you will need to do about 300 near misses.
Wow.
And because it is that great, you will have to do work.
Absolutely.
And if you want to do work, it means that you have to put your eyes everywhere to glean all of these near misses in order to prevent one major accident.
Right.
And if you also want to prevent just one fatality within the port environment, you will have to look for like 600 of the near misses.
Wow.
And because it is numbers game, it makes you to work and to put your eyes everywhere in order to get the near misses to prevent these major accidents or fatalities. And so that is why we are proposing that this preventive measure would drastically eliminate, if not reduce,
if not eliminate,
most of the major incidences that we are having in the port.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you very much. Let me come to Madam Rachel Boachi once again and find out from you, what services does the GPHA counseling unit currently offer, and how accessible are these to staff?
All right. So the GPHA counseling unit offers psychosocial services. That is, we do therapeutic counseling in everything, trauma, marital, career, job, on-the-job training, everything.
Right.
Because we are there to ensure that you are mentally sound. We are there to ensure that you are not stressed. Now, depression is the #1 cause of disability in the world.
Yes.
That is what is there now. Because when you are stressed and you are so pressured, what happens is that if it is not curtailed or not solved or prevented, you get into depression. Depression takes you into some form of hypertension, and then you get hypertensive drugs. The possibility that you get diabetic is high. Then the worst of its possibilities is having stroke.
Right.
And then maybe because you have diabetes, you have hypertension, and you have stroke as well, then the cuts also come in. So the next minute your leg is cut off, your arm is cut off or something, because of it. So these are some of the things that we don't want to happen. So our phone numbers are all over the place. For now, there are 2 of us who handle these psychosocial therapies and all that, and we ensure that your state of mind and your mental well-being is our problem. And The caution here is that counseling is mainly based on privacy, confidentiality, and secrecy.
Right.
So whatever you come to tell us is between the counselor and the counselee.
It's like going for confession.
Well, it may be, or maybe going for medical treatment.
Yes.
You know, that one too
is confidential,
so,
yes.
Yes. So that is why I think at the last international conference, annual international conference in November, the Counselors Association recommended that counseling be attached mainly to health services and core HR so that things will run out the way they are supposed to be.
Right.
Because if reportage becomes too much, then the secrecy and confidentiality is sorted with.
Right. Now, how regular do you interact with these staff?
Well, for now, people call in a lot. Employee relations used to do arbitration and advice and a bit of counseling. You know, where things like funerals, distribution of assets,
absolutely,
yes. So people coming, but when we realize that it gets therapeutic or traumatic, then they refer to the counselor.
What are some of the issues they come up with?
Everything. Everything. I have told you, confidentiality and
because if you mention one now, somebody's watching and the fellow say,
everything. Everything. So that is why, in the first place, I told you that everything comes to play: career, marital, workplace stress, trauma, and everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Is it so rampant?
It is, because you know GPHA has thousands of staff.
Absolutely. Yes.
And now it's because it's a new beginning, as I should call it, that the Ministry of Labor has brought to all public sector.
Right.
Maybe office space and things like that. A lot of people call us on our phones, and sometimes they are able to register their displeasure on things.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I see. Thank you very much indeed. We'll come back to you, but let me come to Mr. Isa Idrisu Labram, and find out from you now, with the port now operating 24 hours, what are some of the emerging risks or threats that have emerged, and how is the Fire and Safety Department adapting?
That is, it's not easy, you know, for the 24-hour working cycle, we have a lot of visitors in the port, especially our Burkinabe and Malian brothers.
Yes.
We have a language barrier with them, so it's also one of the challenges we are having in promoting our occupational health and safety culture. But thank God, within the department, we are able to get people who speak French and some of the local languages to be able to disseminate this culture to them.
Right.
The challenges we have now in the port within this 24-hour cycle is we have a lot of human traffic in the ports. And adhering to safety and compliances are challenges with us. Example, one of the challenges we are facing, but thank God we have been able to pull those things out, is people unaware of the hazards in the ports.
Right.
And this is making us work extra. Because people come, you know, the port is an open place where people come to do business.
Yes.
Someone comes today, he leaves, he doesn't come till some few months. There are changes in the port. He doesn't know what has happened again. And he comes with the old system. And these are some of the challenges. But thank God we have been able to curb some of these things. One of the challenges we are facing, like I said, the language barrier. To interact with some of our colleagues and the port users. And then another challenge that we have faced is people sleeping under trucks. You know, we have a lot of trucks in the ports. And we have people sleeping on the truck. And this has been one of our challenges. But thank God we have been able to curb this situation by deploying our men 24/7 on the field. All the time you see the safety men on the ground. We make sure that we talk to them. Like I told you initially, we keep on slapping the fines. And this has been something that is helping us a lot.
Awesome. Now, how are you ensuring that safety regulations are not just known but consistently followed by all port users? You just mentioned the fact that there's an increase or a hike in human traffic in the port, and maybe contractors as well as third-party operators and all that.
So what we do is that we ensure that before you access the port, we have interactions with you. We do an inductions with you before you enter the port.
Yes.
We make sure that we tell you what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. And these are some of the mediums that we are using. And we also have put in a lot of signages around the port.
Right.
Especially these messages are being put on the sign, on the boards, and they are both in French and in English.
Yes.
So it allows us to communicate to our counterparts, that is the port users who are not from the English-speaking countries, so that they know what is happening on the field. And we are always there with them all the time. So if you come into the port, you see that all the time there are fire and safety men all over the port.
Right.
The key areas, the waterfront, the terminals, and even the entrances. So these are some of the measures we put in place to make sure whoever accesses the port has the basic information about occupational health and safety and what he or she is supposed to do before he gets to interact with any activity in the port.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Doctor, let me find out from you, what proactive health intervention should management prioritize to support a resilient workforce?
They have just made a move. And the move especially is to set up the emergency service unit. And they have even a manager. And the intention is to ensure that all the operational areas have emergency service personnel with an ambulance readily available to react robustly to any emergency. And they are also giving us the chance to ensure that recruits, we stamp out drug addiction, drug dependence, that bled the vision of our staff, and those who are inside, they are assisting us to send them to rehabilitation centers for correction and rehabilitation.
Absolutely.
And we are also vigorously taking health promotional aspects to the doorstep of our staff and health prevention and screening aspect to them, and they are really coming in their numbers to do those kind of services. And we think if we continue, both their physical health and mental health will be enhanced, and that will be to inure to the betterment of the authority.
Absolutely. I'm particularly interested and enthused about the ambulance service.
Yes.
Can you expatiate a bit on it?
Well, for now, we are having 2 ambulances, but it is the intention of the authority to acquire more ambulances, mostly the advanced life support ambulances, so that we'll place them at the vantage point. Just putting some few health posts at Transit and then Golden Jubilee has abated most of the incidences there.
Right.
And it has served as a yardstick, and they want to really ensure that they place all of these ambulances and then the EMTs to be the bridge between the workers and then the hospital, so that we'll respond robustly to any emergencies to save life and property of the authority.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Madam Boache, let me find out from you, how can stigma around seeking mental health support be reduced within the port community? Somebody might have issues but feels shy because the fellow thinks that people, when they get to know, you already have mentioned the element of confidentiality, and utmost privacy for people who come to seek counseling. But how can we nip this in the bud so that we can get a lot more people to open up?
Well, I think as we go along, ensuring that we make the people trust that we have their confidentiality at heart. We also educate people on stigmatization.
Yes.
This one, it needs to be done mainly by educating the people. And because of that, if you would see on your portals these days, we've been sending a few tips.
Yes.
Because sometimes we cannot reach everybody, or because a port is an operational area, we are not able to go around most of the time to meet everybody.
Yes.
So we send these tips, first of all, to tell you that there is hope. Carry some strength, be confident in yourself, have focus, have conscience, do that. And there are so many of us that we are sending around. And we know that some of the people pick, and sometimes people even try to reply. You know, my time is not over yet. I'm moving ahead, I'm moving on. And then you realize that there is real response and people are reading to find out. But when you look at illiteracy population too,
yes,
majority, because of the technical work they do, we also devise certain strategies to talk to them anytime we meet them. So for the counselors, sometimes we are talkatives, depending on who we meet on our way.
Absolutely.
Yes, because sometimes, you know, somebody will come to work and they have grown out of, they've come to work with certain symptoms, like I earlier on said.
Yes.
But then it's from their development.
Right.
It was from their childhood development. And since the doctor has spoken about drug addiction,
yes,
I think it's one of the major problems we are having now.
Wow.
People even come, they want to stop. When you ask them, it was through something that happened and they got into it.
Yes.
And so when it happens like that, and sometimes we do outside counseling as well.
Right.
People tell you a whole lot of things. For instance, if I could say, somebody was just telling me that he has encountered somebody after school who has become a drug addict, and the person has become so violent. Now, in this case, what does the person do? I mean, it gets to a point they probably have to chain the person and all. But you see, if you don't know, sometimes you may traumatize the person rather.
And aggravate the situation.
That is it. You aggravate the situation. So we tell them that we are there for them.
Right. Right. Thank you very much indeed. So let's now do some messages. I've seen some tons of messages coming in. This one says, hi, I've increased my volume to 30, but I can't hear you. This one is for the technical team, if they can rectify it. I think the name here is Jacob. Let's see if we can. Hello, this is Elaine from Malta, and I'm enjoying the conversation. Thank you very much, Elaine. We're deeply grateful to you for choosing Iron Port tonight, and happy Mother's Day to you. From the name, I deduce you are a woman, and so I say happy Mother's Day to you. So this one says, good evening. Good evening, Iron Port. This is a very important discussion because many workers are silently dealing with stress and burnout, but nobody talks about it enough. Well done for bringing this conversation to national attention. Abbeville in Tema, Newtown, sent in this one. Please ask the guests whether GPHA has plans for regular mental health screening for staff, just like medical checkups. This one's from Pina in Tema.
So that is one of the reasons why the counseling session unit was set up.
Right.
So when they have cases, especially from the employee relations, and they cannot happen, they send them to the counseling unit.
Right.
And the counseling unit will now classify them. If they need be, they will refer them to us. And when we handle them and we cannot, then we escalate you to the referral center.
Right.
That's how we usually.
Right. Okay. This one says, big respect to the counseling unit. Many people think counseling is only for serious problems, but everyday work pressure can affect performance and safety.
Yeah.
Romeo Kofi in Takrady sent in this one. Now, some workers are afraid to speak up when they are overwhelmed because they fear it may affect promotions or contracts. How can institutions build trust? Betha in Nungwa sent in this one.
Counseling units have a way of report writing. We write reports such that no one is mentioned. We write reports sometimes striking the percentages of people who are going through particular stress symptoms or particular problems.
Right.
In this case, we ask that the problems be solved as a unit. And counseling units, just like health units, have referrals.
Right.
We do referrals. It can even be financial. We do referrals medically. We do referrals in all sorts of things. So counseling units have referrals. Don't forget that you need to be part of the Ghana National Association of Certificated Counselors.
Right.
You need your card, you need your license, you need a lot of things to be a counselor.
Absolutely.
So you need a certificate.
It means
you
you
need
are a professional.
Card. And it's a professional thing.
Yes.
Yes. So you are taught to do, and you know, sometimes some of the main challenges we found with workplace is the fact that people are not aware of the kind of people they work with.
Yes.
We all have several temperaments.
Yes.
So if, for instance, you put all introverts in one department, it will just be one way.
Yes.
You put all extroverts in one department, it will just be one way.
Well,
So you have to balance the temperaments. And because of that, for every orientation we do, and we try to carry out temperamental forms so that people will feel. And for now, I have discussed with the team that what we are going to do is that instead of waiting for orientations, which employ more of new people, we are now going to circulate temperamental forms to all departments, and we will plead with all heads of departments to make their staff fill the temperamental forms so that we will see who to match with who, so that workplace stress will be released.
Absolutely.
And be reduced.
Awesome. This one is from, this one says, Kennedy, kindly ask whether supervisors are being trained to identify signs of emotional stress among workers before incidents happen. This one is from Ben in Tema.
So that is why we have given the symptoms. People may show all signs of symptoms. Sometimes they may show one, or even two, or all.
Yes.
So when you see that some of these symptoms are striking, that is why I have also said that we need to educate the people. So now what is going to happen is that we will educate the people more on symptoms of stress, and educate the people on temperaments, and educate the people on what they are supposed to do to support each other. We just need a supportive workforce.
Right. Okay. This one says, good evening. Workplace safety through preventive measures and support systems promote both physical and mental well-being.
Yes.
Kudos to the panel for a topic well discussed. Much appreciation to the Director General, Directors of Port, Tema and Takoradi, and colleague managers at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority for ensuring strong support for port workers. This one's from Dr. Kisi. Don't pray for it. Don't pee. He's at IMA, Deputy CEO. Good evening, sir. Doc, thank you so much for choosing Iron Port tonight. We're deeply grateful to you for choosing, and thank you for the wonderful message. We appreciate it. And so I think this is how we draw the curtain on tonight's edition. We'd like to say a profound thanks to Dr. Roland Dakpala, who is the GM, Health Services, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Tema. And indeed, we also not forget the fact that we also have Madame Rachel Boache in the studios. Madam Rachel Boache, ladies and gentlemen, is the head of counseling unit at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. And indeed, we also have in the studios Mr. Labram Issa Idrisu, who is the Port Fire and Safety Manager. We've been discussing tonight issues, pertaining to strengthening mental health and building a resilient workforce. That's workplace safety in focus. We thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. And once again, let me say a happy Mother's Day to Madam Rachel and to all the beautiful mothers there out there who are watching us.
And before we close, let me say a happy Mother's Day to my mother, Stella Ivan Sanfo.
Right.
That woman.
I guess she's watching.
I didn't tell her.
Our time is up, unfortunately. Unfortunately, our time is up, yes.
I didn't tell her, but I think that maybe I would let her watch the subsequent ones.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we say big thanks to our sponsors, Ghana Regional Authority, Well PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, Phoenix Insurance, and indeed JAPTU, that's the Joint Association of Port Transport Unions. And remember that show is proudly powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, GPHA. Now, we invite you to keep watching the rest of our programs here on Metro TV and make a date on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. and watch the abridged version on Ghana Television GTV. God willing, next week we shall bounce back with another wonderful edition of your favorite Eye on Port. My name is Kennedy Mona. Thank you so much. Keep on keeping on, and we'll see you next week, God willing. We are out.